welcome back to Geeks of the Realm. Now this video is a bit of an update video basically of update on the channel and what content is going to come on the channel and how I see it sort of progressing from here. Okay, now lockdown, fingers crossed, is coming towards the back end of it now, so that, you know, without a second spike, hopefully we can get through this and I can get people around and I can start doing battle reports, which is the aim. I want to do battle reports on here and get new people on the channel, show you new armies and stuff. But we've had to sort of calm down a little bit, okay, during lockdown. So in the time during lockdown, you guys know I've been working on my Space Wolves army. And 3 or 4 videos ago, I said I want to get all my Space Wolves painted before 9th edition arrives, which is due sometime in the next month, okay? I am very, very close to having my whole army painted. I have probably got, let's have a look, there is probably 15 long fangs with heavy bolters left to paint, 5 scouts, 3 or 4 other small models to paint, which won't take long, but then I've got 15 wolfen, which are going to be a pain in the backside to paint, but they're going to be last. So apart from the wolfen, I should have all of my Space Wolves painted before 9th edition arrives. That's the hope. And to be fair, another week of painting, I should have the rest of them done. It's just the wolfen that'll take longer, which I'm going to take my time on because they're lovely models and they're an awesome unit. So why wouldn't I bring them and, you know, make them the best paint job I can do? All right. So you guys know I've been doing Space Wolf for my 40k. We have got coming a escalation narrative battle report story coming, okay? The guy, I've done a video with him before. In fact, I've done a video with him and his son before with my daughter. A guy called Brad. I am going to be doing an escalation narrative story play basically with him. He's going to bring his Blood Angels and I've got my Space Wolves. And he's written a fantastic narrative, okay, which I'm going to be sort of editing and making into a nice little short story for us on here. And then we're going to go straight into a battle report. And basically we've got that coming. It's an escalation battle report, so it's going to be, you know, starting off with 500 points, moving up to 1,000 points, and then 1,500 and 2,000 and so on and so on. Now, depending when lockdown drops, and I can get him round here, depends if we're going to do 9th edition or 8th edition. Or we could start off with 8th, and then slowly amalgamate into 9th. I don't know yet. It just depends on when lockdown finishes. Okay, he's already sent me the first narrative, and I've got to say it sounds like one of the 40k lore books. It's amazing. All right, and I hope you guys will sort of appreciate it. You know, he spent a lot of time doing it. I'm going to try and get some pictures now so we can sort of make into a storyboard. So hopefully it'll be really, really good. And he's painted his armies, and I've painted my armies so far. So it's going to be a good battle report. So please stay tuned for that. Okay. And that's going to be escalated. And obviously I go to games clubs and I've got other people who play 40k, so they'll just jump along and we'll play some 40k battle reports and things like that. Okay, so that's in the future. So we are going to be moving into 40k as well. Okay. But also, what I've been working on during lockdown is a song of, not a Song of Ice and Fire, because I've been playing that anyway. Age of Sigmar, I'll get it right. Age of Sigmar. And I used to play it quite a while ago. I used to have a Nighthorn army, I used to have a Fire Slayer army, I used to have an Ad in the Thiefkin army, a Khorne army, a Beastclaw Raider army, and I played them all. And to be fair, my favourite of them would have been the Beastclaw Raiders, because more my play style, but they were fun. But I've got rid of all them now because I've just got so much stuff in here with my D&D stuff and terrain and things. So I got a new army. And I wanted an army that I wasn't too fussed if it was massively competitive, because I don't want that. I just want to have fun now with these games, okay? I've done my competitive stuff, okay? I used to play X-Wing very competitively. I used to have Custodes as well for 40k, which were very competitive and sort of a cheesy army. And I want to play more fun armies and fun lists. So I sort of had a little look through and find out which sort of armies I want to play. And the army that I really enjoyed, and it was the models really, and the sort of the funness, sneaky factor of the sort of the lore of it that I liked, that I chose to play or sort of held with, was Gloomspite Gits. Okay, my Gloomspite Gits. I just love the fact that you can have a ton of little goblins running around like lunatics. I like the fact that you can have spiders crawling about. You can have massive spiders and small spiders and goblins on spiders, and then you can have squigs, which are like little sort of balls with legs that start with teeth that start chomping everything. And you can have different versions. You can have a colossal one, which is a massive, which hopefully I'll get a hold of soon. You can have ones on top of each other, which are mangler squids, and so you can have sort of loads of squigs. But then you can also have trolls. Okay, so technically you can break the Gloomspite Gits if you wanted to into 4 separate armies. You can have a spider army, you can have a troll army, you can have a squig army, you can have a goblin army, or you can mash them all together, which is fantastic. And I just like the fact that if you just buy one battle tome and loads of all the models, you can actually have 4 different armies and play them 4 different ways, which is great. You know, I do like the fact that it's not just run smash. You can do some weird looking tricks with it, which is fantastic. I mean, I just love the fact that it's funny as well. You know, some of the, like for instance, the I think it's a squig herd. They can, when they're in combat, they'll fight, and then at the end in the battle shock phase, if any of them flee, they do mortal wounds on a 3 or a 4 plus. I can't remember what it was now, but they do basically mortal wounds because of fleeing. So you don't care if you get them in, and you want to lose battle shock so you can give mortal wounds off to people. And yeah, it's just crazy. And I like the fact that you can have different colours as well, so it's not just a mono colour. Like with Space Wolves, it's all Space Wolf colour grey or Space Wolf blue that I've done, and then the shoulder pads are all different, and that's it. With the squigs and the goblins and the trolls, you can have them all different colours. So I've got red trolls, blue trolls, green trolls. I've got some purple trolls in there, a big blue troll, like the funky looking blue troll. There's just lots of different colours. My squigs at the moment, I got from a friend of mine, and 5 of them were painted red, and 5 of them were just base coated red. So I've had to do them red. But when I buy some more, I'm going to be doing lots of different colours. I'm going to be putting yellows in there, and blues in there, and pinks in there, and you know, greens, just lots of different colours to try and have a little rainbow herd, just so it looks really appealing on the tabletop. That's the idea anyway. My goblins were all sprayed black, so I'm going to have to, I don't want to take away, when I do yellow, you see, I don't like to put it over black because it's just too dark and you have to put so many colours on it. So I don't want to change them, so I'm going to have to paint them black. But when I get some goblins, I'm going to paint some of them yellow, I'm going to paint some of them red. Okay, different cloaks. You know, when I get the characters, you know, some of the mad characters, they have like Boggle Eye and stuff. They're going to be coloured in different colours, and you know, daft little mushrooms on there. I just think it's going to look really nice on the tabletop. Okay, so that's why I went Gloomspite Gits. Okay, I am a dwarf player by trade, by nature, I guess. Okay, I'm like a dwarf anyway. Apart from I've shaved my beard off now, just because it needed to sort of get shaved anyway. That's by the by. And I really like the old fantasy dwarfs. The Fire Slayers were good, and I like the Fire Slayers. They were hard to kill, okay, and they were just crazy naked dwarfs with axes. They were great, but they were just basic. They just ran up, smashed. There was no generic. Sorry, it was very generic. It wasn't varied. Where the old fantasy dwarfs, you could have gyrocopters, you could have cannons, you could have quarrelers that go under the ground and come back up. You could have guys with shotguns and you know, guys with shields and crossbows and stuff. It was great. And I know you can play kind of them in the armies of Sigmar, in the, I can't remember what it's called now, Order of Sigmar or something. But when they do decide to bring the dwarfs back out properly, that's when I'm going to really go in and just buy loads of dwarfs. So until then, Gloomspite Gits. Okay. So at the moment then we've got 40k, which is a narrative play is going to come very soon with Space Wolves and Blood Angel, sorry. We've got the Gloomspite Gits armies coming out, and we have got a tournament hopefully going to come up after lockdown's finished, where I'm going to take 1,000 points of my trolls to come and have a bit of fun with. So yeah, and then I'm going to look at doing a narrative play with them, some battle reports with them. There is also obviously a Song of Ice and Fire, which is just one of the best games out there. You know, I still, hand on heart, the only problem we had was obviously distribution, which is slowly getting better until COVID kicked in, but never mind. But yes, I've still got that, and I've still got a Night Watch army I need to paint up, and half of my stack still need painting. But that's good because it gives me a chance to do them during this lockdown, and I've got a few friends who want to play Song of Ice and Fire, as well as the Dead Meta Gaming. If you go and check their channel out, they do a lot of Song of Ice and Fire stuff. So again, I'll go and play them, and give them a run in with my Starks and some Night's Watch. So we still got Song of Ice and Fire stuff coming at the moment. But one of the big things that I'm wanting to sort of bring in to this channel is D&D. Okay, now D&D for me is the core reason I got into gaming. I started playing when I was 16, 17 year old. Okay, I met this guy. Basically, I was going out with a girl. Her sister, husband used to play D&D, so obviously I met him, and then he introduced me to this other guy who will come on at the channel. You can't mistake him. Massive ears, bald head, massive ears. Yeah, looks like an ogre. Fun lad, a very fun lad. I met him, and we've just been friends ever since. Very good friends, and like I say, I've been playing D&D now for a long, long time, and then I moved over to running D&D, so I do a lot of DMing. So what I'm going to do is look at showing you some of the games I play. Okay, I'm going to show you some of the terrain I use, how I do rules. So I do a lot of house rules as well, because I play 2nd edition. Okay, AD&D. I play 5th edition on a Monday as well with another person who DMs it. But I like to sort of incorporate the best from certain things, not make it too overpowered, but try and make it more realistic. So I try to sort of incorporate a lot of house rules in ours, which it seems to be going really well. We've been doing it for a while now. We're going away on a weekend away as well, all the lads and us. We're going to go and do a massive D&D weekend, so start Thursday, finish for Sunday or Monday morning, and just keep playing D&D, which is just class. Okay, so I've got a lot to do with that. What else have we got? Well, obviously I'm still doing painting as well, so there'll be a lot of painting tutorials coming up. I've started now doing a sort of paint and chat live streaming, so you guys can ask me questions there and then, and I'll answer them. During there, my last one of me viewers asked, can I show them how I do my fleshes? And obviously I do my flesh in lots of different ways, so I'm going to do lots of different a video on lots of different ways to do flesh. He also asked how I paint yellow, which I think would be great, because I'm actually painting my Gloomspite Gits at the moment, and I want to paint some yellow on them, so I'm going to do a video of using my yellow onto that, so that's going to come. So yeah, there's a lot, so it's slowly building, that I'm trying to get. I'm basically just going to show you my hobby, and you guys follow my hobby, you guys follow the whole gaming scene, and if there's anything you want to see, then please ask me, leave a message in the comments, and I'll see what I can do with making the videos. I'm looking at getting better lighting in here, because at the moment, I've got the light at the top. It's, I don't know if you can see, but it's shining on my head, and that's not good, and I don't want to put makeup on. It's not a weekend yet. So yeah, I'm going to look at getting new lighting, a new camera, new audio. I'm going to try and make this a little bit more of a bigger hobby for me. Okay, not just playing the games, but videoing and talking to you guys. Testing out new game systems as well. Like I say, I did a good video on a board game which is just here, which is Labyrinth. People who know me know that video is just one of the best videos ever. Okay, David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly in it. Just, it's amazing. So I got the board game, and then there's expansions. So I've got the goblins, I've got the fairies coming in, and hopefully they're going to do some more expansions to that. They've also got a role-playing game of it, which I haven't got yet, but I'm going to look at trying to get to see how that works. So yeah, so like I said, there's a lot coming in this channel. It's just having the time, having the people to do it, really. Okay. Well, that's enough for me chatting for so long. Okay. The next video I'm going to look at doing, I don't know yet. We've got a few painting tutorials coming up, and I might even do a showcase of my Gloomspite kits that I've got done. Show you maybe a 1,000-point list that I'm taking to a tournament when it comes from a local gaming store. Probably won't do any good, but I don't care. You know, just lots of trolls throwing rocks and smashing, so, and regenerating hopefully. But yeah, I want to see what it looks like. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and also click on the bell notification if you want to receive notifications for when I do place new videos up. Okay, if you can, leave a message in the comments. Let me know about the new editing thing that I'm doing for the channels, if it's too much or anything like that. Or also let me know what you want to see. Okay, if you want to see specific models or specific paint jobs or different techniques, you know, how I convert stuff, or just anything in random at all, I don't care. I'll see what I can do. All right, well, thanks very much for watching, and in these times, please stay safe. Bye for now.